Welcome to Sistah's Place Entertainment Showcase. Today we're having Sistah's Talk on a Saturday with our director, Brigid Turner. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me again.
It is great to have you. It's always great to have those that I've talked to in the past. So you're having a debut on May 4th for A Dark-Skinned Girl. Tell us about that.
Well, I don't know if you remember my journey of how it all started. In 2013, I wrote the pilot, and I said, you know what, I'm going to film this in New Orleans. And everyone was like, I said I wrote it in New Orleans, so I want to film it. The vibe just felt like this is what I was supposed to do. They said, well, you don't know anyone out there. How are you going to get crew and cast together? Long story short, stayed there for like 2 months. I dropped my round-trip ticket and said, you know what, I got to be here to get this done, and that's what I did. And I'm so grateful to God and everyone that was on board helping me. And so after that, we were putting it into festivals and then screening it in different locations around the state, but it was never fully screened in Brooklyn. So from it being in festivals, people were asking, well, what's next? Like, what happens after this part of the story? And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to write 6 more episodes, 7 more episodes. So I actually wrote 10 episodes, and I said I'm going to go back to New Orleans and film 1 season of this. So the screening in New York is actually going to be part of a dual launch screening. It will happen in New Orleans and in New York at the same time. And we will be fundraising through GoFundMe to raise money to film in New Orleans this fall.
All right. I like that. So what was the inspiration behind choosing the title for this project?
So, I mean, like most dark-skinned women, I think, and the ones that I've spoken to, they were told that, oh, you know, you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl. And I heard that when I was a child, but then I heard that still when I was growing up. And how I told my story before, it was a young gentleman that actually was liking me a little bit, and he said that. And I said, well, what does that even mean? Because why couldn't you just stop at, you're pretty? You know, you're not angry for a dark-skinned sister. You're not this, you're not that. And I said, well, why do you have to add that attachment to the end of it? So I said, you know what, thank you very much, because now it's time to tell the story.
Absolutely.
So I thank him.
Absolutely. That color, that dark skin, light skin, that is just, it's demeaning. You know what I mean?
It is. It is. And it goes the other way as well. So someone who feels that, okay, they have a light skin story too, can go out and tell their story. My sister is fair skin, my older sister, and in school, they would call us by our complexions instead of our names at one point. And I said, well, my name is Brigid. Her name is Michelle. So why do you have to call us by our complexion? But for some reason, they felt that that's how they looked at us. Like one sister and one sister was lighter. And there's a stereotype of the light-skinned, long hair. And, you know, we are humans. We are all humans. So no matter what complexion you are or what race you are God's child. So for me, I just felt it was important to empower young people because these adults have been tainted. So I want to empower young boys and girls, you know, because I see it on the boys' end, too, at the school that I work at. One of the boys was saying to me, you know, I can't be an actor because I'm so dark. And I remember one set for Brooklyn's Finest, one of the shooting days, and Don Cheadle said that they used to tell him that he was too dark and that he was too short. And he said he had to prove to people that your words don't mean anything to me.
Right,
so,
right.
But you shouldn't be living your life to be where it's like I have to prove someone just because you are who you are because God made you this way. And in life, you are working hard to achieve whatever accomplishment you want to accomplish. So it shouldn't be based off of what someone says about your skin complexion, your hair texture, the way your body is shaped, none of the makeup. So I want to be able to tell this story and have children watch it with their families, because I feel like that's missing now. A lot of the students I work with, they're on the computers or on the phones all the time. So I want to be part of that whole era where, it's like the Cosby's, Different World, even the Honeymoon, Little House on the Prairie. So my story is fused with Little House on the Prairie and Beasts of the Southern Wild. And I want to be part of history to where I am helping the youth become better and see themselves in a better light. Because I also remember Viola Davis in an interview saying that, she didn't think she was pretty enough to be in some kind of roles like how she is with How to Get Away with Murder and having her husband is white. And it just so happened that my story is a love story, and it's from a young white boy and a young black girl who they grew up together. Children don't see race. They just see another little person next to them, and they like who they like. They cling to whoever they cling to. And so the characters in this story, they are actually growing up together because the black family works for the white family. So it's almost inevitable, but at the same, when they get older, that's when there's conflict, because now the adults are competing in their world and saying, you know what, this is not how it goes in society. You can't be with this black girl. And this particular black girl, she has natural thick black hair. There's no pressing to it. And I wanted to put that to make an emphasis on it, to show that you don't have to have a weave in your hair or your hair pressed out or straight to be beautiful.
Absolutely. I love it. So can you share with us some of your cast lineup, and how did you match the characters to your key actors and actresses playing the roles, your leading roles?
For the pilot, that was a little difficult because I didn't know any of the actors in New Orleans. One of the girl who plays young Olivia, I actually found her in a church that I was attending out there, because she looked like what the character was, but she's not an actor. There's actually a few of them in the pilot that they were not actors, but they did a beautiful job for me. So now going into the pilot, they were only attached to the pilot. Now going into the series, I am actually going to get a whole new batch of actors, and that's going to happen as well. I have to go to New Orleans. I'm working with a casting director out there, May Chapman. Shout out to her. And I love her so much, because now it's about finding someone that can hold the attention for the entire season.
Absolutely.
So I have not casted anyone for the roles in this season. I have some people that I do have in mind, but I don't want to put that out there, because that's why we're fundraising. So we'll be able to pay people and pay the crew and just be able to finish it out, because I'm good at starting and I'm good at finishing, and I want to finish this out no matter what.
Absolutely. Finish big. That's right. Finish big.
Yeah. And it's about not talking about it or seeing someone else's work and saying, oh, I wish I could do that, or hating on it. Not that I do that. I commend everybody who does a project, because it takes a lot of work. People can talk all they want, but when you're doing things and making it happen, you will get better each time. So it's about the doing, not of talking.
That is so true. So true. So what is the message that you hope to bring out to your audience after they watch the pilot and then the series this coming year?
It's for everyone, because what is really key in this series is it's a period piece, and it starts from the 1950s. So it's showing a progression to 2000, how this still actually occurs. So my goal is to do one season. So with the season, I want to be able to have families watch this show. I mean, all races, because it's not just a black story. This happens in every culture, how you're this for that. You can't just say, even with plus-size women, oh, you're pretty for a big girl. You can't just tell someone that they're pretty or that they're intelligent. You have to put the stipulation on it, just like how they tell people, oh, the first black this, the first black that. Why can't you just say that person's name? Why do you have to attach that they're black? They're human beings. So I want to be able to have children watch this with their family, especially on a Sunday like late afternoon. That's what I envision, even if it's online. If someone picks this up, it would be great. I'm not doing it for that purpose. I'm doing it because it's a story that I want to tell, and I want children to be able to watch this and talk about it and feel empowered from it. And the older people will enjoy it too, because then it will remind them of what history was back then. You know, this is a fictitious story, but it has truth to it, because part of it is part of my mom's life and my life. So everyone gets something from this.
Absolutely. And Sunday is a great day for family to come together and sit down and watch such a positive show.
Yes. And that cultivation of remember having Sunday dinners, you know, no matter what it was, you know, because of Sundays, if depending on what you believe your faith is, that's a day of rest. It's either the Saturday or the Sunday. So for me, having that dinner, winding down and saying, you know what, can we turn on the TV and watch this? Or let's get it on. Oh, the next episode is coming on. We got to be home to watch this. I want people to be home and watch this, not just on your cell phone or your computer. I want families to watch it and evoke conversation from it and move on.
Absolutely, girl, yes. Family time. Bringing back that family time.
Yes, indeed. It's very important, because this is why it's so unfortunate. I'm sorry to bring this up, but, you know, the young little girl that was beaten in the bathroom last week, 16 years old.
Oh, my God, that was so sad. Oh.
Right. It's like, are you kidding me? This is someone's child, but what are those other children thinking? What positive role models do they have? And I don't blame. It's a village situation, because the parents, they work and they're doing the best that they can. The school has to do their part, and anyone that's around them. Mentoring is very important. With the students that I work with, I make sure I take them to trips so they can see more, so they can know that, you know what, I can do more than what's around me. Some of them have never been to Manhattan. Took them to Manhattan, you know, seeing the train, but just that mentality of how you can beat somebody and think that that's okay.
Right.
I want to be part of something positive.
Absolutely.
I don't want children to feel that, you know, because being bullied. And for me, back in the days when they used to say that, you know, oh, you're a tar baby and all this stuff, we were just thinking they're calling us names, but bullying has been going on for years.
It sure has, because I was bullied in middle school. Oh, my God.
Exactly. You know, it's just now they're putting extra attention and light to it, but it's been happening before. But it's really important to have these conversations at home, and that's why I want this story to be for the family. There's no profanity in it, and it's just about loving each other.
A positive television show. That's beautiful. That's what we need. That's what we need, so these kids can see themselves better. That you know, you're better than what you see on social media, what you see in videos and all this other stuff. Right. Oh, I love it. I knew this interview was gonna be good. So are there any more projects coming down the pipeline that you can talk about?
Well, I actually started filming this piece called All for Honor, and I'm going to share some clips of the stills from the shoot, and it is about a homeless woman and her daughter, and they live in her car. I won't say too much until we complete it, but again, it's about not letting your situation dictate how your life should be.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, and it's touching to me, because when I was in New Orleans, I saw this woman at the bus stop every morning, and I always wondered, like, my God, how can someone help her? Some people like that because they don't want to be in a shelter, because nowadays bad things are happening in shelters. You know, this other
right.
You know, so it's. Even on 34th Street in Manhattan, you see families living on the street, but you would never know somebody's homeless when they go to school. And this little girl in the story, she goes to school. No one knows she's homeless, and her mother is doing everything that she can. And it's also to show the strength of a woman. Because, you know, you want a strong man, but I don't care if the women are the nurturers. That's why there's so many of them in elementary school. There are no men teachers. If they are, very rare. but the women are nurturers, and that's very important. So for this project, it's called All for Honor. It will be done by this summer, and I'm actually going to show a trailer of it at the screening this week.
Oh, that's going to be good. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Well, I hope we get to see you here in Chicago.
I'm making my way there because I don't know if you remember, I actually filmed.
Yeah.
Just another summer. And I'm working on that. A lot of post-production work is going into that. And I'm excited to come out there. And you better believe when we come out there, you are going to be doing it live, hosting it out there.
All right. Most definitely. Oh, my God. And I hope the weather is better because we've had some bipolar weather.
I know.
So how can our audience find more information out about for a dark-skinned girl and follow you on social media?
We have a website. That's www.foradarkskinnedgirl.com. You can find us on Facebook. It's still foradarkskinnedgirl.com, and on Twitter, Instagram. Also, you can go on IMDb, and you'll find the pilot on there. They're only the trailers from it. So what's going to happen is our website, foradarkskinnedgirl.com. After the screening, about a month or two later, we will be live screening the screening event. Plus, we'll be able to have it where you can watch the pilot. I'm not sure if I want to do it a $2 cost or $5 cost. So if you did miss it or you're out of town, you'll be able to watch it online.
Okay. All right. Well, much success. I am so proud of you. You know, I love seeing black women do great things. I love seeing sisters. Let me just say that. I love seeing sisters doing great things and following their dreams, walking into their purpose, and much success on your project for a dark-skinned girl. This is a powerful message. It really is.
I thank you for the opportunity, and I also want to take a moment to thank, my mom and my family and Dad Anderson and his family and everyone that has helped me because you cannot do it on your own. Shout out to Melanie and Ms. Z, who's going to be performing. But this is a long journey, and you cannot do this on your own. So we are looking for producers as well to come on board and assist with this project because there's a lot of hours of no sleeping.
I believe you. I believe you. It's a lot of hard work, but their work pays off, to build your dream. Yeah. And this is really beautiful, and this most definitely will be something that we should have our children talking about.
Exactly.
Family time, especially at family time.
Thank you. And I thank you so much because you've given me a platform to share my work and my voice. I appreciate you, and I pray that you will continuously be blessed with what you're doing because you offering this platform to other women is very important. So I see you, and I commend you as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, my sister.